I'm gonna hike down here. I'm not sure what's there. I haven't been there for a while. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Oh my. So I hiked back into my secret garden, and I haven't been back here for a while. Look at this. This is just one spot. Remember, my dragon fruit plant goes all the way in there and everywhere. I have to be careful because Gary's gonna fix this, but the hillside here, the dirt is slipping due to all our odd weather we had. So he's gonna fix it. So I'm only gonna be back here for a few moments, but let me show you the dragon fruit. Now I'll show you what's good and what's bad so you'll know if you're growing it. Of course you'll see red ones. Look at that one. I don't know if you can see it, but that one is a giant up there. I mean, it's, boy, half the size of a football. That one's really big, and there's more back there. And then there's more here. Now, notice, and I'm not gonna pull any right now, there's two there, and they're hidden all through here. That some of these, like this one, has green on it. See the green? It's not quite ready. It will turn completely red like this. All the fins on it, or whatever you want to call it, are all turning red. Now this one's probably ready, and what you would do is grab it and twist it. I'm leaving that one right now because just in case none of them are ready by Saturday, I want my granddaughter for her birthday to be able to see it being picked off the plant because this is one of her favorite fruits. So I'm gonna wrap this one with tulle and protect it so nothing gets to it just in case. We probably will have some more ready because I think the one up there is ready as well. And that will be nice to pick. It's only gonna be, soon, her party in a day or so. So that will work out really well. Oh, look at it, I've got goldfinches above my head eating lemon verbena. This is lemon verbena, and they eat the seeds now off of that. Okay, so that one's good. And then of course that's turning red up there. It's green, but it's got a little bit of red. That one too is turning. Those are good. Now, if you look around, and remember, they can be different sizes. Sometimes they get real big and sometimes they don't. See these two here? Let me move this. Okay, both of these dragon fruit are different colors. Notice that this one's yellow and this one's green. This one made it. It will continue to grow. This one did not get pollinated. There was a couple days Gary didn't get out here and hand pollinate. We don't have the proper pollinators here in Southern California, so that's why they have to be hand pollinated. Here's another one that's not ripe. I'm probably going to have to take these off because it will pull from the plant. I'll do it soon, but I'm just showing you. This one is ripe, not ripe. This one is a good one. This one pollinated good. This one did not. This one did. This is just a branch. This one did not. He said there was about 10 of them, but he actually had caught a little cold. He wasn't feeling well, and he thought, nah, I'm not going to go out in the middle of the night right now and do it. So he didn't do it about a week ago. There's another one. I think that's the one I showed you that wasn't pollinated, and that one wasn't. But all the rest are. And if you look, there's another one up there, because we had, no joke, we've got hundreds, and they're still throwing flowers. So we're going to continue to have flowers probably for quite a few months. We did last time, and those will be ready soon. I'm not sure how long it will be. That's why I want to leave a couple really nice red ones. Even that one, the wing tips on it still are a little bit green, and it probably could be ripe. You would kind of give it a little twist. If it comes off easy, it's ripe. And if it doesn't come off and you would have to really work at it, then it's not ripe. So it's really easy to tell on that. You don't want to pick them until they're ripe. They may not ripen by sitting on a counter. They might just rot. So you want to pick them when they're ripe. Isn't that beautiful? And this is just one section. Inside the lemon verbena is a whole bunch more. On the other side in my garden is a whole bunch more. I mean, this is one massive plant, and this is amazing. We're waiting for this one to throw flowers. It has not. This is the red dragon fruit he bought. Paid $20 for them. It's getting bigger and it's taking off, but no flowers yet on that. I do believe Gary's got one in his garden that threw flowers, so we'll see what happens. When they say red, the inside of the flesh will be red with black seeds. On these, on ours, the ones we're growing, they're white with black seeds. But let me tell you something, they're sweet like sugar. I've actually tasted the red, and sometimes I think the white ones taste sweeter. But, it could be just every plant, every fruit is slightly different. So it will be exciting when we get those to try them. But this has just been amazing. Can you imagine? He's got hundreds in his garden down there. Hundreds of them all over that are going to make it, and they cost anywhere from $6 to $9 a piece in the store, and that's just so expensive. And so we don't buy them from the store, and yet I know a lot of people that do because they love dragon fruit. Look back there, a bunch of green ones back there, and there's more back there. Look how the plant winds all the way through my garden. I know I'm always getting stuck by it. As I say, they bite. See the thorns? You can, be careful because there's nothing here, but there they've got their thorns, the white dragon fruit. So you just want to be careful with it. And I'm going to do a ton of cuttings on them because this is just too fun. And I've got to cut them back in areas like I've got my tomatoes growing back there, and I can't walk through and get to tomatoes because I'm loaded with dragon fruit. So this is just what's going on. I wanted to do a quick update, and I'm so excited. We're going to have something just in time for her birthday, that she's going to get the first dragon fruit of the season, I think. I don't think Gary's had any yet. At least he hasn't told me. And then quickly after that, we'll have more. And I'm pretty sure that one is completely ripe. And I think that one will be ready in about a day or so. And that is just gorgeous. So that's the dragon fruit. You've seen when Gary does the hand pollinating, he's got his little vacuum. He goes through all the flowers. He vacuums up all the pollen and he saves it in the refrigerator, and then he can come out the next day. It's been like a daily thing here, and he can pollinate even with the pollen that he saved, and he goes through each flower because it can't self-pollinate because you have to pollinate it from the outside and the pollen's on the inside of the flower. And I've explained that in many other videos. So that's why he comes out with his vacuum, and he vacuums up a whole bunch from the different flowers that open at night. And it's good to get from multiple flowers. Very good. That's the best way to get your fruit pollinated, not just from the same flower, but other flowers. You'll have a better chance of having success with it. And then he goes back with a brush and he pollinates the stamen that needs the pollen inside. He puts that in there, and then you just hope for the best. And fairly quick. I mean, this has only been, maybe a week, if that. And so right away if it made it and if it didn't. This one wasn't pollinated probably about 5 days ago, and this one was hand pollinated, and that's how you know. You know by the color. Yellow dragon fruit turn yellow, that it's not like this. This just shows you that it just didn't get pollinated. So I hope I've given you some fun ideas and tips on growing them, and they're perfect for container gardening. You can get a couple cuttings from somebody. There's different ways of doing it. See, here's a flower that's going to open in a day or two. That's not a fruit, that's a flower. This is a flower. See, notice when it's just a flower that's going to open, see how it's closed? Think of an artichoke. It's closed. When it opens, then it's left with this. That's how you can recognize it very easily. This has got the leftover flower. This one doesn't have anything. It's very clean on the top. So that one is the flower unopened, and this is one that already opened, has been pollinated. It was successful, and now this is going to dry up and fall off, and then it will turn green with some red, and then soon it will turn red. So that's all there is to it. And like I said, you can cut them off at the joint, and then you can stick it part way in some soil and it will root and grow that way. And then some people just cut them, dry them for a few days because the end is sappy and you want it to dry, and then put it in soil, whatever way you want to do it. But they're so easy to propagate. So like I said, if you know somebody, ask them if you can have some cuttings, because the odds are they're trimming it back anyways because they get so massive and big when they're happy in the garden. With that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.